going to be. And I know that the best I can have to offer, it is love that comes from sincerity, love that comes from the bottom of my heart. And any decision I choose to take today, I either live with the regret or I live with the satisfaction that I have done the right thing. But I tell you, above all, I want to live without a single regret in my heart regarding everything that I have done. And so on daily basis we are humbled. We know we are not perfect, but yet we strive to be perfect. This is who I am. And then there was a nation, and there is a nation which was, shall be, and is to come, and that is Biafra. The whole world listening to what we say here. We were here before our land was invaded. They witnessed millions of our people murdered. They would not say anything till tomorrow morning, because most of them who would have done the right thing are part of the problem. They kept quiet. Day in, day out, we are being slaughtered. Whether IPOB in 1929, whether IPOB in 1947, whether IPOB in 1967, whether IPOB even in 1960, whether IPOB in 1970, and then you see, we cannot be the problem, but we are the solution. Am I saying we are the solution because we are the best of best in everything we do? No, our mission is simple: give us Biafra. And so this morning, I want you to understand the reason why we are remembering these heroes and heroines is because they all wanted a free and fair society where all men and women are treated equally with love. That is what they fought for, and that is what we remember them for. Our mothers in 1929 saw the inhuman treatment being meted against us as a people. They were hit to the streets to protest and registered their displeasure. They target riots. About 27 of them were shot dead, or is it 47? We may not know their name today, but their action is what defines who we are today. They want a society that is free and fair. I can only borrow the words of Martin Luther King, that his dream was simple: that a day will come in America where people will not be judged by the colors of their skin, but by the content of their character. Yes, he fought. Truly, he died. But I tell you, American has not gotten to that stage. They still judge you by the content of your character. If they ever said no, they lie. But I do not stand to condemn them, but I condemn the war that lives in the shadow of evil and yet parade with the garment of righteousness. They understand the need why you must live and allow me to live. And so everything Louis Dim Chukwemeka Odimegwu fought for, his son risked the comfort his father has made for him, and for 3 years he fought for the right of the indigenous people. And I believe that the heart of these people were pure. They were not willing to sacrifice anybody to meet up with their own demand. They were willing to die. If it be death, I die. And those of you who walk on the same path, make sure you represent them for who they are. For the fear of danger they saw ahead of their people, they were willing to die to make sure that that doomsday never come upon us. They could have run away. They could have looked for a better way. They saw doomsday coming, But then they felt they could stop it. They stood their ground. Against all odds, fighting for a people who will not understand you, who will be easily ready to judge you and misinterpret your actions. It is normal. We welcome it. Yet they stood. If everybody was given the privilege to speak today, most of you will condemn Dim Chukwuemeke or Dimegu Ojukwu. But let me tell you one truth. They also condemn Jesus, even though the Bible said he died for your sin. Yet they condemn him. He is dying for his sin. That is why God has abandoned thee. But then understand, their action is what defines us this day. They fear what we will be going through today, as we fear what will happen to the next generation if we fail to do what we are supposed to do. And then we are here. And so when you are in the moment of this remembrance period, do not think it is for enjoyment. Do not think it's for the faint of heart. Do not think it's a moment of trying to put up program. But in a sober reflection, understand, try to feel their pain. They didn't choose it. It was brought upon them. And I still tell you this morning, do not forget that it is their action and sacrifice that has led us here. And in their will to survive, our character is defined. And number 3, for the fear of the danger they saw ahead of the people, rather, remembering them does not only keep hope alive, but encourage those who are living to continue from where they stop. Like I said, remembering them, those who died, was not just a way to keep hope alive, but actually a source of encouragement to keep us moving. May I tell you that if people like General Philip Effiong refuse to take bribe in order to betray Biafra or talk down to Biafra, are you telling me that is not enough reason for me to stand shoulder by shoulder with him? Are you telling me that if there are people like Okoko and them who will stand on the mic of Radio Biafra in their own time, giving hope to the Biafran soldier more than bread and water would have done, are you telling me I should be discouraged while I have the privilege of being here? I can only draw strength from their action. This is what defines us. We do not just remember them for the sacrifice they have made, but for the courage they have shown, which powers our will to do what we are doing today, knowing fully well that the same people who led us out may abandon us. We stand here knowing fully well that at the end of the day we may be misunderstood. We stand here because these men did not back down even when all the world was let loose against them. Their action this day defines who we are. May I remind you that one of the fourth things you need to focus on, Remembrance Day opens the door for us to reevaluate our state in the current circumstances in order for us to reaffirm our belief on their sacrifice. Today, as we go into prayers, remembering their sacrifice, like other people who have gone before them, I want you to feel their pain. I do not know what the heart of man is made of, but I know there are men that have soul and others don't. And I know that there are men and women with will and a lot more don't have. You will not understand our pain because you have not been there. I remember during the Jewish Holocaust that another man and brethren will take another Homo sapien and lock them in a gas chamber and watch them die painfully, sorrowfully until they are gone. I remember that we have encountered worse than what happened in that Jewish Holocaust. I remember that my brother Yoruba and my brother Hausa and my brother Fulani, my fellow one Nigeria, watch a crowd of over 3.5 million children within the ages of 3 and a day old starve to death. For 3 years they watched them in anguishing pain. For 3 years they swept it under the carpet. For 3 years they turned the media against them. I remember that this single act of sacrifice is what defines us today. And if that is not what you represent, you shouldn't be part of this day. We remember them on this very fateful day, telling about their story. It's all about telling about your own story, as this will enable you to experience what they have experienced. Tell somebody the story of a comrade who you have not met, and even if you will meet them, it may not be on this same dispensation. Tell them that somebody fought and died when they should have run. Tell them there are men and women who actually would have run, but they didn't have the will, the privilege, and so they died. Tell them that men and women are laying down their resources just to give us back our life that was first of all given to us freely. Tell them that the enemy has rounded us up. They make us fight against ourselves diabolically and otherwise. Tell them that we know our leaders can be misguided and we will be hunted down like animals. Tell them there are people who have been on that path before. You tell them that we are not fighting to conquer anybody, neither did they do the same thing. Tell them we remember them, that is why we do what we do here today. That even though we are not here tomorrow, our action might define the next generation. You tell them that what we seek for, it's simple. What we represent is simple. We are just continuing from where they stop. They want Biafra, and we are here to ensure that Biafra is restored. They want us to live in a free and fair society. Tell them that is what we represent. They want a home they can call their home outside their home. Moses was the prince of Egypt. The Bible says, for the glory that rise ahead of him, for the nation he know nothing about, he despised the wealth of Egypt. He ran into a desert and lived like a fugitive. People who could not stand before his presence become his Lord and Master. But in all this, he harbored one dream in his heart. And that dream is that he was looking for a city which builder and maker is God. And today, we stand in the same position. How can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? And I want you to go ahead this morning. Tell that Biafran soldier around you that everything is going to be all right, because Biafra must be restored. I just need you to reflect on what they have done. And I want you to reevaluate yourself from the position where you are now. And then tell me that it's about one man. Or rather tell me that we are wrong in what we are doing. And then maybe you should tell me we do not have to fight. We just have to be slaves. We just have to let them do anything with us. But then I will ask you, can we do the same to them and then go away freely? The freedom we'll seek for will elude you. You cannot understand it until you understand why they did what they did, what they went through in their own time. And this morning, like I said, I simply say, tell the Biafran soldier that it's going to be all right.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with Onyeibe. My brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man could beat you. My brother man, listen up. Know that Biafra so to tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. The spirit of our fathers be alright. Follow me, tell everybody he's gonna be alright. See the Babylon wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. See betrayers wanna bring us down. The money that we keep rising up. Bring your gun and your bullet and bazooka and your grenade to their France. We will fight till the end. See them sabotage, playing cowardice in the corona. But we will win them all. I say we will win them all. Man, the Kano is the leader. He says gonna be alright. He's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Oh.
I remember a very good brother man from my nation, Biafra land. Hey, oh na na na, what a wicked world. I want a junior, another dead Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward never. We will one day have a better day, someday, sometime soon.
Tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafran soldier that is gonna be alright. Tell that Biafran soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. Little children with no father and mother, I say it's gonna be alright. Pregnant women that they kill today, it's gonna be alright. Oh.
As long as their people still living, we will make sure that their memories live.
Rest in peace, our dream God. My God, my God.
Yes, at this moment our lines are open. I want you to call in and remember them. Our lines are open. Just a simple request. When you call in, I pray every caller this morning will be those who are following me. I want you to remember them. I won't talk about Fulani headsmen in our backyard. I won't talk about the deliberate emasculation of the Nigerian state against the Biafran people. I will not talk about the seed of discord that have been sown among us. I will not talk about their current atrocity ongoing as we speak about us, because it is all these things that led the formation that made us to come to this day like this, 30th of May. Very close from now, less than 72 hours, we will light a candle for them. We will sit at home because of them. In less than 72 hours, we will make them understand that their deed still lives in our heart. We will make them understand that the height and level of conspiracy against them is unimaginable. When I sit back and I begin to wonder, why did they wipe out the map of Biafra from Biafra, what map of the world? Why did they have to do that? I begin to wonder, what are they trying to hide from us? And now we can see through your eyes, oh heroes and heroine, dead or alive, that there is more beneath that the eyes can see. For indeed, we are greater than what we thought we are. But that's not about the greatness that undo others, but the greatness that will take the world to another level of love, horizontal, they are not yet ready to dream of. And we will show ourselves. Tell them that their death and sacrifice can never be in vain. Tell them we'll stand on the same path with them. Like our leader has referenced in one of the video, the Spartans and the 300 men. King Leonardo and his men knew they will die. They knew they will not come back. They knew that fighting the warriors, the armies of Xerxes, a man who ruled the world, they knew they do not stand the chance to live. But they also understand that if they must die, number one, they will show the God King that he can bleed. And they made it possible. And at the end, when they were willing to die, on that very night, King Leonardo sent his most trusted bodyguard home and say, you know, we are not going to come back. Tonight we die. Tonight we'll die in victory. But somebody has to tell our story. You go back home. We have not asked for gold nor silver. Never did we say anybody should build any monument to us in honor. Tell them to remember us. Tell them to remember us. That 300 of us, the best that Spartans have, they died. They died as free men rather than live in chain. As you call me, you tell the world that our fathers and brothers and sisters and mothers and uncles and aunties and friends are enemy alike who fought, who died in order for us to be alive here, did not ask for anything. Not for a monument to be built for them, not for the praise of man, but that they may be remembered. And so today we remember them. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Good morning, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Simon and I'm calling from Maria, Spain. Michuku Okike, again, bless every one of you. Especially today is a day we mourn those that pay the ultimate price for we to live. My dad, his friend, his brothers, those that were massacred at Ukwan Java. Every one of you out there, both the children that were starved to death, the hidden name in most part of the Europe, Washoko children, and our Jim, late Jim, Emeko Dumegbojuku. Some people blame him. Some people say he was too radical. Some people blame him because he used his father's wealth to fight for Biafra. And the last president, General Philip F. Young, anyway they are today, they will be proud that something like me and you do exist. May their soul rest in peace. It is because of them that we are here. And I want to use this opportunity also to remember Bruce Marrock, the 20 years old Jewish guy, Jewish American guy that first started what they call self-image. That is what the Tibet freedom fighters call it. They burn themselves. May his soul rest in peace today. Before I'll be laid to rest, I must go and find his burying ground and lay flower for him. So today, like as he said, Mazi Onyeibe is a sober, reflecting day. We remember them. That's why we are doing what we are doing. We did not ask them anything. We did not beg them anything. We just want to be left alone. When I have issue with people think that they can break us someday, sometime, they ask me, why are you doing this? Why? I ask them that I'm doing it for the dead because I owe my allegiance to the dead. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless every one of you. Biafra will be restored. Like the order our leader gave to read the psalm from 1 to 50. I don't know if you have it in plan.
Of course, it's
Plan your program this morning. I don't know.
everywhere on the social media. And of course, those who are to handle that will do what they're supposed to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Our people must remain focused. I understand some of our brain is not stable, but we must focus. Onye saw Job. You say, please don't use Greek ideology to inspire as those who worship Yahweh. You are wrong. You are wrong. I just told you the action of men. 301 men stand against the army of the whole world. I didn't tell you about their God. And I tell you, if our actions as Biafran this day does not give us our desired end, the next generation of your people will tell you that Chukwu Okike Abiyama is idol, as they have told you before now. You focus on the action of men and how they liberate their country. And then no Biafran man will be running like a woman or a coward into his home. Don't you get where we are coming from? Religion destroyed Africa. Common sense we don't have again. I'm telling you that 300 men, if they lie, let them be devil. 300 devil, put 1 million thousands of demons to fight. I am telling you to rise up like one of them. If I pay attention to you, you will make mistake. When they are telling you, follow this direction, you are showing that you have sense. Did any god or deity come to fight for the Spartan? Did any deity die for the Spartan? Men stood and fought. I want you to learn from them. Today, those some people who stood against every doggedness and fought for their freedom, you are hiding in their country and they are giving you Bible and telling you to be holy and be patient. But in their own time, hour of fighting in a time like this, they didn't wait for Angel Michael to help them. Men fought. Why can we become so lazy to be defending God? Are you a Fulani? Only Muslims defend their God. Our God defend himself. Like I said, when you call in, tell me what they have done. I want to know. And then better still, you can send a message across to them. Make them understand that their sacrifice will never be in vain. Everything they represent, everything they stand for, we will hold it dear. We will remember them. We will talk about them. I have understand in my experience in this journey that each time we talk about Biafra, it makes some people angry, it makes some people feel bad, it irritates some people. And each time I come across such people, I know they are evil. Nigerians will never tell you they are sorry that they killed 10 millions of your uncle, your niece, your cousins. But then they want you to believe that it's supposed to be so. Maybe it is the art of God. Maybe it is the art of God. We have grown past the stage of sentiment. We have grown past the stage of man pleaser. We have grown past the stage of pretending to be good, and they call you good name only to lead you like a sheep before the slaughter, and then you are gone. I say this morning, I remember millions who died to set us free. Call out on the line your name and where are you calling from. Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network. I just hope everybody calling this morning, you have been following the program, and I request one thing for you. This is Remembrance Day. 30th of May is around the corner, and we want to remember them. Call on the line, are you there? Call on the line. Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. But then we must continue. You have to call back if you can. Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Go ahead, please, if you have been following.
My name is Vic. Yes. My name is Ikechukwu. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please.
My African rep, I want to thank you people for watching. I did get a Munda in the I have a good as a teenager that day. With that type of man, I got an all of that. So, I know all of the village guys now they do cancer. They do
Thank you very much.
So,
thank you very much. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. And of course, we are having some network challenges this morning, but do not make any mistake about that. Our destination is Biafra. This morning I say, remember those men. Tell us about their action. Some of them are not here. Tell us about what they did. We don't know about some of them. Remind us their actions. Are you there, caller on the line? Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network everywhere. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
And I don't know why you are not seeing anything and you're listening to me. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
God bless you. I just want to tell you that I'm line today. I'm going to get you what maybe I'm going to be sent up. And I make a leg in your mind in the marriage from homosexual enlightenment. I am overwhelmed with joy. Biafra. Okay, we're going to know about Bulano. That time, I know getting and see. I know getting and see. Our future generations will not have any theory to tell again. No matter how many men you know, Bulano and I, you are no Igbo. Now, in Nigeria, in mind, cannot support one Nigeria. I don't think that will can return. May God bless you. May God bless you, Mandy Carlos. May God bless you, Timothy. Even they will put their time and their precious money and everything in that community to be supported. Are marching forward. We must surely get Biafra. Biafra is the only hope you have. If you leave Biafra this time around, I'm telling you, in the next 20, 30 years, there will be nothing like me and you. There will be nothing like our children. That is why it is urgently important that all of us will put all our effort to make sure that we realize this objective, which is Biafra. There's nothing we have than Biafra. If we continue to say one Nigeria, it will consume all of us. If we continue to say one Nigeria in the midst of all this, I don't know, in the midst of all these failures, in the midst of all discrimination, I think we are the least miserable. The only hope and Biafra man have is Biafra. So may God bless you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Almost in Biafra. Call on the line.
Good morning, Chuku on the line. Just a little bit God bless you. And you remember our family heroes. Because of one last week, we remember them.
And of course, that line.
I'll quickly not up to this moment. We remember them. I will say that I saw the right way. Something that I said, but we remember them.
I feel your pain, my sister, and this is some of the ways you know those who have pure Biafra in them. And I can assure you that it will not end that way. The Israelites are rejoicing today. There were times they said the capital of Israel cannot be Jerusalem. And so they pretended for a while in Tel Aviv. Today, in Hechukude. I understand they mock us. They say Biafra will not come. Believe me, I don't think we have what it takes to make Biafra come. But what exactly does it take? Courage, determination, confronting the evil, doing everything necessary. And I tell you, Biafra will come. They will stand and watch us. And Biafra will come. As men and women said, Jerusalem cannot be the capital of Israel, even when God has ordained it from time immemorial. They witness its rebirth. So they will witness the rebirth of Biafra. This morning I say, remind us about some of their acts, sacrifice that led us here. Call on the line, can you hear me? But of course, that phone is getting mad already, but we continue. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Call on WhatsApp. Yes, I don't like people who pick their call and they will be looking at the phone. I don't know what they are listening to outside their device. People must remain focused. People must be ready because we want to go home. Men and women fought. The question is, why were they fighting? Can we identify what we are doing here in IPOB to what they are doing? Why did they choose to die? They knew they will die. I remember the last words of General Philip Effiong to Ojukwu. He said to Ojukwu, tell me, promise me, that if you live today and I die, because Yoruba Wosa Fulani will kill me, if you live, Ojukwu, promise me, you will take my children along. Ojukwu, promise me that you will watch over them. And I think Ojukwu kept those words, because I've not heard anybody from Philip Effiong's side who has complained that Ojukwu didn't keep those promises. May I remind you that even at that, Philip Effiong himself lived and witnessed Nigerian fall. He never complained no murmur against the people's general, Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. I remember. Caller on the line. And of course, the phone is getting mad anyway. Too much call. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Good morning from
Yeah,
here.
good morning.
Go ahead, please.
We will remember our heroes. We will remember them. Ekele our leader, Mazi that opened up our eyes to remember our heroes. That Obasanjo and Gowon, they have killed. That we will remember them to obey the rules, what our leader told us to do by observing the praying and the fasting. We will remember them, but all these things. We will remember them by keeping the our leader by this praying and fasting. And another thing I want to say is this: we supposed to be alert because of our enemy. We supposed to be alert because of our enemy.
Thank you very much.
This morning.
We have been. Thank you. Almost Hill Biafra. I need somebody to call and tell me what they did. My brother said they fought without shoe. They fought with nothing. Without shoe, without clothes. No singlet. There is nothing to fight with sticks, with wood. They fought. And that is coming from Samuel M. Waha. Tell me what they did. Is IPOB making up this story? But who do they fight? Why do they choose to fight? And if possible, die? We want you to see it. Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there?
Yes, good morning, Mazi.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
This is Nkirukan from Ibocha. Yes, the hour has come to remember those who died for us. The hour has come for us to appreciate them. I want to use this song to appreciate them and tell them that we are still on that. We still stand on what they stood on until Biafra is restored. We are here today to honor our great heroes who laid down their lives for a great nation. They died to give us hope and to give us freedom. A gallant heroes, we hailed thee. Though the world denied you justice and freedom, we, your brethren, we are here today to pay homage and give our respect to you, our gallant heroes. We hail thee. Nothing else can satisfy thy humble souls other than freedom of your nation. Only the freedom of Biafra can grant you rest. A gallant heroes, we hail thee. And we pray to Chukwu Okike Abiyama to keep you so safe in his bosom until we meet and to part. No more great heroes from Biafra land we hail thee. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We must continue. Our people must understand this is the time where we will make sure we remember them. We have to remember them. If I tell you the history of George Washington, if I tell you the history of American founding father, if I tell you the history of the people who led terrorism across the world, the imperialists, These are very disgusting history, I must tell you. They sweep the bad one under the carpet and tell you that a terrorist like Frederick Lugard is Lord. Somebody's telling their story. And then Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani inside one Nigeria will tell you that Ojukwu them were a rebellious soldier. They call them rebellious soldier. They call them name. And then our fathers responded to them and said, don't call me rebel. Nigerian soldier, don't call me rebel. I'm a citizen, you are a foreigner. Don't call me rebel. Nigerian soldiers, don't call me rebel. I'm a citizen, you are a foreigner. They told Fulani, they told Yoruba, they told Hausa, in Biafra land, you are a foreigner. We are the citizen. How dare you call us foreigners in our own father's land? How can you say we are rebellion for protecting our land? I say somebody remember them. Not to come out and tell them, Mazi and cannot do this. Ipob didn't do like this. This one didn't do like this. Oh, and I got more. We are citing braveness of men for you to emulate. Somebody is telling me that they will bring the deity. Are you holier than the Greeks? They use in our head. Tell me good thing they did. You are coming here to gossip. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mazi. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yes, my name is Maso. I'm calling from Ahoda, Epe precisely in Igocha, Biafra land. Hello, yes. I feel your pain. Yes, I feel your pain. Likewise, me. Even where I am now in Ahoda, I am feeling very, very sad. But one thing I want to tell all Biafrans all over the world is that we should summon courage, because it is coming towards that direction. Our forefathers fight to defend us. If not for the fight, we could have been alive today for us to do what we are doing. But we are doing this thing in their memory. And we pray that God will strengthen us, will see us through and make us win this battle. Because justice has been murdered and justice as well has been denied. But we, this generation of the 21st century, we are not going to stop. We are not going to give up, and we are not going to stop halfway. We must fight to the end. But one thing we are assuring the world is that our forefathers fight alone, and they conspired against them, and they are helpless, and it went that way. But this time around, instead of us to lose this battle, we are going to prove to the world that we are Biafra. We are capable of doing everything. They call us names, just like the song is sang now. They call us rebel, whereas we are not rebel. We are fighting to defend. Our forefathers are fighting to defend their land. They call us names. But we, this generation, under the leadership of Mazi and Kano, has came to tell the world that we are angry of what they did to us. Our death, nobody hold anybody accountable. But we have been hearing of history of First World War, Second World War, how they have been remembering them, how they have been doing that. For the death of over 5 million Biafrans, women, children, men were massacred. Nobody hold Gowon accountable. Nobody hold Obasanjo accountable. Nobody hold the Dead Buhari accountable. Nobody hold Adekunle accountable. Nobody hold all of them, all the criminals in the north and in the Yoruba. But we are here remembering our dead. We pray that Chukwuka will give us courage, that this fight we are going to win this time around, because our forefather said that he who fights and run live to fight another day. Our leader has been on a way, though it's difficult. But the day that he will land, that is the day we are going to prove to the world that we Biafrans, we are not happy, we are angry. We are going to bring down everything down. Therefore, I am here to tell the world, Biafrans all over the world, that summon courage. Do not cry. Remain resolute. Remain determined. Remain focused towards one direction, because our direction in this case is Biafra. And Biafra is what we shall get. Thank you, because my name is Maso, Ahoda East Coordinator, calling from Ahoda in Igocha.
Thank you very much, my brother. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Call on WhatsApp. But of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. Our people must understand. My brother, they wrote to me and say, men don't cry, but I'm in tears. Brother, cry have two type. One cry is a cry of submission. The other cry is a cry of terror. When some men will cry, that cry will bring about confusion in the eye of the enemy. And when you feel like crying, cry, let it touch their hearts till they are no more. Cry, let them understand that though we'll have a heart of stone, but yet our heart bleed. This is the part that makes us women. We cannot shy away from anything. In the end, we remain who we are. I say, remember them. Yoruba don't want you to remember them. They can write intellectually about Igbo man. That is your business, Wolokomi. It's to keep you more slave and more stupid. They never write good. They never remember their action. In Yoruba intellectual and radio, do they not know they killed people? Why are they not saying it? Yes, we are sorry. There were conflict in Nigeria, and no, they are going to buy Pami and set themselves before the national television and talk down on the memory of our ancestors, calling them rebel. Most of you don't know. I say, you tell me what they said. Let's talk about our fathers. Don't call me rebel, Nigerian soldier. Don't call me rebel. I'm a citizen. You are a foreigner. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, Mazi George Onyeibe, my reverend. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, I remember that our forefathers, they are volunteer. Nobody paid them 1 cent. I remember by then they were paying Zoo soldier $100 every month. They were paying them, and they have more than 6,000 soldiers, and we don't have up to that amount of soldier. I remember they don't have food to eat. They tell me with that cornmeal, I eat that cornmeal. I remember that these people don't have any uniform to wear. I remember all those things. I remember they killed a pregnant woman, operate her belly, command the innocent child, put the child on stick, open the belly of that woman. The world did not see it. Nobody see it. They are still doing it up to today. Nobody want to talk about it. People are sleeping. And the Yorubas are supporting everything. The 10 years child that wear camouflage, I keep on talking about I don't keep on talking about him. The white men were asking him, what are you doing? Saying he's here to defend Biafra. If our child, if our child, go one child, all of their child are 10 years, to defend war of how will you feel in your mind? How will you feel? Those that are fighting IPOB, how will you feel? Your son will stand up at the age of 10 years, wear camouflage to fight. How will you feel? You above 30 cannot come out and march shoulder to shoulder with IPOB. Imagine that boy of 10 years in boys' company. Oh, that is what I remember.
Thank you very much.
I remember, and I will never forget.
Boys' company. He remember boys' company. And then there is my brother on Facebook. He said his name is Bright to go. Bright say, you people are making noise. You people don't know who is looking for freedom, much for war. Go Bright. Let me tell you, you are right. We are making noise. John the Baptist make noise to reveal Jesus Christ. You are right. We are making noise. Noah made noise to save his generation. You are right. We are making noise. Lot made noise to save the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. You are right. We are making noise. I can assure you that Christians were making noise and still making noise, asking everybody to repent. You are right. We will make this noise. And after making noise, what happened, Bright? You can't remember your fathers who were murdered. You are saying you are making noise. You are Yoruba. You are Yoruba blood or Hausa Fulani blood. Our issues plague you. You are supposed to be sleeping or watching nude film inside the social media platform. Why are you here? Shameless. You say you study civil engineer, but when I check you now, you are a keke na pepe driver. Yoruba blood worrying you. I ask you this morning, focus on who they are, what they do, and tell me you remember them. I choose to respond to all of you on my Facebook this morning because they are making my number to go ziggy zaga, and then we will respond to you. Those of you on Facebook, tell me something about them. Be rest assured I will respond to you. Are you still there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I got some Kembo Biafra land. Good morning, kisses from Warsaw, Poland. I remain okay for you. See you. I am from Omaka. Omaka still remains in all province of Biafra land, and every other protocol is observed because in few hours now, Onyeibe will be online. We appreciate him and we have to hear from him. Mazi, we are in a sober, we are in morning mood like never before because each 30th of every year reminds us something since Onyeibe initiated this program, which is highest.
This is one of the greatest recorded known achievement we have achieved so far in IPOB. That will remember them and said their sacrifice cannot be in vain because it was their action on those very days that define who we are today. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mazi, the word will know us the day Onyeibe will command. He said that thing is so. But we will see it. They kill us, but whatever they have done to us, we are undoing. Onyeibe is doing, and the leadership of IPOB, they are undoing it, Mazi. Why can't you remember Dimojuku? Achuzie. Mazi, do you know the name of Achuzie? Achuzie is the Hannibal of Biafra. Who killed him? When they kill us two, they killed them 10. He killed them hundreds in River Niger. You don't know what he was doing there. We must remember him. We remember Effiong and all of them, the Bruce Merrock, and we remember Chimobi, which you witnessed in your time. Mas, we are the connected people. We are people being killed who came up again. We are not happy, and we are going to retaliate them. The time is now. There's no better time to retaliate than now, except to let us go. Even if they let us go, our time went on. In years to come, our boys, our women, our new generation will retaliate them. Look at a small boy yesterday calling Marcelo, 16 years in America. Asking myself where do I go and register? They think they don't know what we are. We are radicals. We are fanaticals. We are men of valor. We must radicalize all this our generation to know what happened because they removed the history in the school. They were teaching us Mali Empire, Ashanti Empire. That's what they taught us.
Samuel Utori and the Madikan Empire, Fulani and the Jihadis Empire, and the Ara, and they killed millions and swept it under the carpet. Let them come and tell us history now.
Obasanjo swelled it. Obasanjo is still alive. This idiot here, France, is still alive. He take his wife. Makachina Kenny don't need to give us full command. He's here. We enter France and we deal with that idiot. And I'm telling Biafrans, hardcore fanaticals in Biafra, in Paris. Any day you go across and see that idiot, commit that crime and take 5 years. It's nothing. When Biafra come, you'll be released. It doesn't show time up to now. And they're still killing us. Mas, we are not happy. We are only praying that you come and keep. And finally, we recognize our beloved brother Colonel Samuel Anyadefo, who is there to be buried. He's one of our heroes. He's one of the engineers. Make us to remember all of them at any point in time. Fanatical Biafra and do the needful. Thank you, Mazi. We are not happy. Thank you, sir.
Moment of sober reflection. Of course, our fasting is starting this morning. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Go ahead, please, my brother. Tell me what you remember about them.
Just Biafra all over the world. Just take national high school. Let's not forget about that 1967 to 1970. Because if not those ones that survived, including my father and my in-law, I wouldn't live today having. When it took us time to she got into the world and multiply, replenish the earth, have dominion over everything he has created, and he recreates from what he has created. Human resources is very important. They can't downsize our population. If they come in millions, we give 1 billion. We must restore Biafra. This cassette of men is the restoration of Biafra. That market at the wall. There is the only person that speaks what's Biafra.
Thank you very much.
Take a national high. They shoot us while we are praying.
Thank you very much. I want us to remember those who died this morning. Tell me about them. Every other thing, no need. And I hope you are getting ready for your fasting and praying. Go ahead.
It is because of what they see and why our ancestors defended us for us to live today. That is why we are fighting for Biafra, because the only son of my mother, the only son of my mother family died. He didn't come back to war. I know how that family is today. So because they died for us to live, and we will live for our own people to live. Only people to get started as well as I can allow no man. But don't even have to for Biafra. What way not go? What way not go matter now?
Thank you very much. His Biafra, our fasting and praying start this morning. Make sure you are spiritually intact. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, Mazi, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I remember Mazi Okachu.
Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. They are good in collecting our data, but they will never allow you to enjoy what you're paying for. Go ahead, please.
A true son of the son, a true son who Biafran blood runs in his veins, can never stand to criticize Biafra. Mazi, these our heroes and heroines who failed. They may try to give us a better country, a place we can call our own, a place we can be comfortable to live in, a place we can dwell in. Even the
I don't know what is really going on from your side. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Good morning, Mazi Onyeibe.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Why won't we remember our heroes? Lilian Mawese calling from Aba. Even one of the lines in the zoo anthem says, the labor of our heroes can never be in vain. So why must the labor of Biafran heroes be in vain? We have a lot of things in our hearts. Our heroes had to fight without food, without water, without clothes. They fought in pain. I still remember how my father told me what happened when I was a little bit younger. Even now, there is a scar on my leg as a result of Pashoko. One of my uncles said, instead of Awusa to rule him, that he would die. And the day it was declared that the war was over, he died. Why won't we remember them? Those that fought.
They sang a song to remind us about what you have said. Come and the Awusa gachani, kainwani ruagawu. They were willing to die instead of Hausa Fulani to rule them. Let them die in the war front. An idiot is coming to tell me, I'm Igbo. Let's support Yoruba presidency. I'm Niger Delta. Let's support Fulani presidency. Our real father preferred to die in war front than to be ruled by Ochinama. Don't you get it? Go ahead,
and
please.
They stood their ground. Biafra is a different project. It cannot be abandoned. Biafra is a divine project. It cannot be abandoned. Take contract to the Lord. He will never abandon us until he finishes wonders in our lives. The world has to see that Biafra is a divine project. And the Lord will bring it to pass. Mazi Onyeibe, may it be well with you. May God bless all those that are working with you to make sure Biafra comes. So all Biafrans all over the world, please be encouraged. Home is near. Thank you so much. God bless you. Mazi Onyeibe, God aderege mma, dịrị ezinụlọ gị mma. Dị Mazi mma, onye hụrụ na anyị kwesịrị inwere onwe anyị, ka Chineke gọzie niile n'aha Jizọs. Amen.
Thank you very much. The truth cannot be overemphasized. We must understand. We know how all of you sound. When we are talking to Biafrans, we know how they sound. When we are talking to the enemy of Biafran, we know how they sound. When we see blood of mixed blood inside Biafra, we know how to sound. This morning, I have only called upon you. Let us remember them. Let us remember them.
Announcement. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Kanu, declares 3 days fasting and prayer for Ipob and Biafrans worldwide from Wednesday the 27th to Friday the 29th of May 2020. The duration of the fast is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Praying with the Psalms of David, chapters 1 to 150. The theme: Arise, O Chukwu Okike Abiama, and have mercy upon Biafrans, for the time to favor and restore her. Yea, the set time is now. Psalm 102, verse 13. Day 1, 27th, chapter 1 to 50 of Psalm. A. Read Psalms chapters 1 to 10. Prayer points. 1. Pray for God's forgiveness and confess the sins of our ancestors, sins of new generation of Biafrans, like idolatry, ritualism, kidnapping, immorality, wickedness to our brethren, and so on. 2. Rededicating our lives to Chukwu Okike Abiama by acknowledging that He alone is the God we worship with our children forever. B. Read Psalms chapters 11 to 20. Prayer points. 1. Call upon God to hear our prayers and answer us according to His loving kindness. 2. Pray that God will increase our strength and grace individually and as a people. C. Read Psalms chapters 21 to 30. Prayer points. 1. Renounce and reject every god that we and our ancestors worshipped. 2. Pray that God will take over the land of Biafra as His dwelling place and cause His glory to manifest in our land. D. Read Psalms chapters 31 to 40. Prayer points. 1. Pray that God will remove his judgment from us, Biafrans, and take away untimely death from our land. 2. Pray that God will restore righteousness into our hearts and cause us to be mindful of his commandments. E. Read Psalms chapters 41 to 50. Pray and thank God for answering our prayers. Day 2, 28. Psalms chapters 51 to 100. A. Read Psalms chapters 51 to 60. Prayer points. Pray that God will stop the spread of coronavirus, heal the world, and restore normalcy to the world. 2. Pray that God will set up his angels round about the borders of Biafra nation and protect our land from invasion by our enemies. B. Read Psalms chapters 61 to 70. Prayer points. 1. Pray that God will roll out all his weapons of war against all enemies who are already in our land, like Fulanis, Amajiris, Boko Harams, Meete Allah, military and paramilitary. 2. Pray that God will restore all the riches he blessed us with and give us peace. C. Read Psalms chapters 71 to 80. Prayer points. 1. Pray that God will confound, put our enemies to shame, and execute judgment against Nigeria. 2. Pray that God will revive us and bring back joy to our land. D. Read Psalms chapters 81 to 90. Prayer points. 1. Pray for God's protection upon our leader Mazi our deputy leader Mazi Chemefo, members of the directorate, all principal officers. Also that God will give them wisdom, understanding and favor to pilot the affairs of IPOB. 2. Pray for all IPOB members worldwide that God will protect, bless, and energize us to remain resolute till Biafra is restored. E. Read Psalms chapters 91 to 100 and thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for answered prayers. Day 3, 29th. Psalms chapters 101 to 150. A. Read Psalms chapters 101 to 110. Prayer points. Pray that God will bring unity amongst all Biafrans, both upland and coastal regions, and increase our love for one another. 2. Pray that God will touch the hearts of all saboteurs to change and join the struggle, but punish those who harden their hearts. B. Read Psalms chapters 111 to 120. Prayer points. 1. Arise, O Chukwu Okike Abiama, and avenge the blood of all Biafran heroes and heroines who died from 1914 to date against Nigeria and her allied nations. 2. Pray and invoke the blood of all fallen heroes to stand before Chukwu Okike Abiama for remembrance. C. Read Psalms chapters 121 to 130. Prayer points. 1. Pray for God to comfort, console, and provide for those who lost their loved ones and send them help from His sanctuary. 2. Pray that God will deliver and set free all IPOB family members who are still incarcerated in various detention camps. Also that God will heal as many of them who are still with wounds. D. Read Psalms chapters 131 to 140. Prayer points. 1. O Chukwu Okike Abiama, our Father, restore our nation Biafra this year according to the multitude of your mercies and according to your promise to us. E. Read Psalms 141 to 150. Sing songs of praises to Chukwu Okike Abiama, thanking Him for deliverance from slavery and death forever, and for Biafra nation independence. Note that one is not limited to the prayer points listed above. They just serve as guide. Pray as the Spirit leads you. At midnight on 29th, there will be candlelight procession on behalf of our fallen heroes. Chukwu Okike Abiama will surely answer our prayers, and all glory returns to Him forever and ever. Ise, Ise, Ise. Prepared by evangelist Uzaku Nwokike, signed by Mazi Oscar Okeke, head of IPOB Religious Affairs Committee.
And of course, the fasting and praying begins this morning. I encourage you to remember them and their deed. We remember the birth of Christ, we remember the death of Christ. We remember Muhammad and so other religious leaders. We remember even the dog that died trying to save America during the war. Yes, they remember terrorist Lugard. They remember Yushin and Diama. The world remember everybody. Some unto honor and some unto shame and disgrace. They lied against this generation of Biafra, 1967 to 1970. We are here to remind the world that everything that was said about them was wrong. The enemy, of course, I mean. And then we are here to change the story. Nigerians, we are remembering our fallen heroes and heroines. We want to let all of you know that their sacrifice will never be in vain. I'll be signing off from here temporarily, and I wish the spirit of Elohim to guide you during this moment. Ndewonu.